All right, so it's FanDuel time. I again had one of my best nights ever in FanDuel. And you can see my four teams that I put in, the one that I ran with was the one that had the highest score. So you can see my second highest is 246. And then at 274, I mean, I only won, essentially doubling up. I came in 11,000th out of 100,000 to barely cash, but then I crushed it, in all these tournaments. And we'll take a look how. And even I accidentally entered a $10 winner take all, and I came in second. I mean, that just stings. Like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just enter, 20 person? That would have gotten me $50 coming in second. So, we'll see how I pulled that off. Oh, 10 points away. So Westbrook again didn't do that well. But I had enough, smaller guys to kind of make up for it. So Lillard and McCollum did. They didn't even. I guess that's what I about expected out of both of them. Now, what I liked about the Portland, I watched the entire game. What I liked about it is even though it was a blowout, I mean, they won by 20 and they were up maybe 23-ish going into the fourth quarter. They still played Lillard and McCollum. At least one of them was on the court until the final 3 minutes. So even though they're up, 23-26 in the fourth quarter, they still had either Lillard on McCollum, or excuse me, Lillard or McCollum on the court, and they were just knocking down threes. So every time they hit a three, I'd make more money, more money, more money. So that was just a blast to watch. Jimmy Butler, about what I expected from him. Another good, solid game. I was hoping this game would go into overtime, so Westbrook could kind of do his thing. Now, Jellica, I didn't see this game, but supposedly he played well. His just shots didn't go down, and then he made a mistake or two. So they took him out and put in Adrian Payne, who had burned me a couple of times last year. So, I mean, this easily could have been 10 more points. Harkless scared me. One of the things last year that I remember out of Terry Stotts, Portland's coach, is he has wacky rotation. So the sixth man off his bench that'll put up 30 fantasy points one game won't play the next game. So I kind of freaked out a little bit when he put in his first kind of four subs and Harkless wasn't even in the game. But I think Harkless still ended up playing a decent amount of minutes. I can check the minutes here. I guess I'll do it in the. But he still played, and he played well. 20 points is about what I expected out of him there too. Now at the last minute last night, I switched out Powell for Hickson. I saw that one of the guys on one of the big men on the Nuggets was going to play. So at the last second, I just switched out Dwight Powell, and J.J. Hickson still had about 20 points, but I got myself an extra 10 points there. And then Zach Randolph played pretty well, about what I expected. Even with Gasol playing, it burned me a little bit. Maybe if Gasol didn't play, he would have put up another 10 to 15 points. But I mean, I'll take 30 points out of Zach Randolph. It's about 4.5 times value. Let's see what he did there. Yeah, double. So got you more points in DraftKings. Now the one guy that didn't do well was Hassan Whiteside. Now the play here, at least one of my things I was thinking of in DraftKings, is I was thinking of putting Al Jefferson here because I liked his matchup last night. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. But Al Jefferson only plays about 26 minutes a game. And so it's hard for me to, put in a guy that only plays 26 minutes a game because of bad knees when I have enough money for someone like Whiteside. So anyway, still did really well there. I'm just kind of nitpicking at how I could have done a little bit better. I made, I think, 350 last night. So I'm pretty happy with that. And it's fun in the last game. Going into the last game, you're not making any money to, every time they hit a shot, you're making another 20, 30, 40 bucks. So that was a blast last night to watch. Now, today's lineup is very, very tough. The full slate of games, there's stars, there's sleepers going. So what I did was I just did kind of process of elimination here. So what my lineup is based around is point guards John Wall and TJ McConnell. Now, John Wall, I had enough money for Curry here, but I think that game's going to be a blowout under the point guards. The Wizards, no matter how good or bad they are, they're not going to blow anybody out. And the only two guys that can score on the team is Wall and Beal. No one else is going to put up, more than 25 fantasy points. And, if that's someone like Humphries or Porter catches lightning in a bottle. Gorsov's been terrible. So John Wall is going to score a lot of points, and same with Beal. So I just ended up going with them. TJ McConnell, I don't like starting a guy that I've never seen play. I'll try to catch a little bit of this game tonight, but at that price and me getting and him having playing 35 minutes a game, even though he's playing against Cleveland, blowout or not, he'll still be in the game because they're kind of evaluating him as well. Now Fournier, again, he's a guy I've never seen him play well or go on a run, but he's just been killing it all season. He had a terrible game against the Wizards, maybe that stuck in my mind. And then ever since then, I mean, he's close to 10 times value. Now the other guy in my lineup was based around Marcus Morris. Now he hated being traded away from Phoenix. I've seen people that hate the Phoenix coach and Phoenix team, like Gilbert Arenas, always used to kill Phoenix because he tried out for the USA team, and the Phoenix coach was the coach of it, and they cut him. So he had just crazy 60-point games against them. So I'm hoping the same thing happens with Marcus Morris. Um, so at that value, I love it. I mean, he's gonna be playing well. He's gonna be hustling. Um, Now, the other small forward. Now, this is a little bit risky here, but Carmelo's been playing well. He's been playing well. He's a star in New York. He's playing at home on Friday night, so all the celebs are going to be there. You know, Carmelo's going to want to play well. Um, Let me check one thing here that I didn't check. He's still playing a lot of minutes. I was just going to check to see if he had a game tomorrow or not. But he should play well. I even had enough money for LeBron here, but LeBron's game could be a blowout. This is going to be a close, good game, so I'm going with them. All right, and New York is not playing tomorrow. They're playing on Sunday, so Carmelo should give it his all tomorrow. So high hopes for him there. That could be kind of what separates me from the rest of the pack. Now with the power forwards, I didn't like. I'll show you who the power forwards are. I don't like Anthony Davis. If I was to go with any big guy here, I would have gone Bosch, but instead I decided to save money here and go with Julius Randle and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon came through for me big time, and now Vukovic is injured. So Vukovic is injured, and Dwayne Dedmon's going to slide into the starting lineup, which is fine. Dwayne Dedmon's going to play about 20 to 25 minutes. And if you actually see Dedmon, I've seen both a lot of Dedmon and Gordon play. Gordon's just bigger and better. So, again, Toronto, he shouldn't have too much of a problem if he has to match up with Vacilonis. So I don't know why he's still so low. He scored 32 points, fantasy points last game. So high hopes for him. And then Julius Randle, who's had a great first half. He's been great this season. He got a little poke in the eye last game, which kind of held him out a little bit. Now at center, now here's my dilemma. So I could have gone Andre Drummond. I could have gone Andre Drummond here and Monta Ellis or even Marcus Thornton or any other shooting guard there. But instead I went low. I went with Greg Monroe for a couple reasons. Everyone is going to have Drummond. He scored, 65 points last game? Everyone's going to have Drummond. And Drummond's one of my favorite players. But I'm just going to mix it up here. Drummond's going against Phoenix. Greg Monroe's going against New York, where he had one of his better games. He put up a 50 spot at New York. So it was a tough. I hate leaving Andre off my squad, but to be able to go with Beal and Wall are the only scores, it's similar to going with Lowry and DeRozan. It's the same sort of setup. So there's my lineup. I've been on a pretty good hot streak, so let me know if this helped you out. If you want to play me heads up, great. And I'll try to find Condia and play Condia in FanDuel tonight. I haven't found him yet, but that's kind of my goal for the day. So good luck, and let me know how you do.